sisters and brothers. Okay, so today I like to share a chapter from this book I'm reading recently, Buddha's Book of Meditation, Mindfulness Practices for a Quieter Mind, Self-Awareness and Healthy Living, by Joseph Emmett. Forward by Thich Nhat Hanh, one of my favorite master teachers. I also share a lot of readings from Thich Nhat Hanh's books. So today's chapter name, Finding a Rainbow of Feelings Inside Anger. Finding a rainbow of feelings inside anger. The reason I'm sharing this chapter because, and also the reason that I really love this chapter is because it's helping me, and also it's speaking to me as well. The techniques mentioned in this chapter is also I'm working on that I figure out while this person thinks similar as me. And I like to share that with you. So it goes. At its origin, anger has a healthy core, as it is a reaction to unmet needs. Many children ago, my wife, Martha, and I noticed that the more we carried our babies, the less they cried. So when child number 6, Matthew, was born, Martha made a sling from an old bedsheet to carry him around. She loved wearing Matthew. The sling was like a piece of clothing. She put it on in the morning and took it off in the evening. And with that, the term baby wearing was born in the Sears household, recounts Dr. William Sears. A pediatrician, the baby book. In the baby book. Indeed, when traveling in Guatemala myself, I did not hear any crying babies in the crowded chicken buses, in the narrow streets of native pueblos, and anywhere else. This is not because Mayan babies are missing the crying gene, but rather because Mayan mothers wear their babies and are sensitive to the baby's every move. They take care of the needs of the baby before it starts crying. Crying is a sign of frustration. The baby signals its need by fussing first. If that gets no response, it starts to whimper. If that gets no response, it starts to cry, then to howl in fury. Perhaps in households where they are not worn, babies have learned to skip the first few steps because they produce no effect. Or perhaps mothers are not there to notice those few steps and think that the baby goes directly from contentment to howling. When needs are not met, there is first sadness, then frustration, then anger. This has led Dr. Marshall Rosenberg, the creator of nonviolent communication, to look at anger as a secondary emotion. It is secondary not in importance, but in a temporal sequence. There is first a need that is not being met, then feelings of sadness or disappointment because of that unmet needs, then anger. Imagine a scenario where John is angry when he discovers his spouse, Martha, has been cheating on him. Behind John's anger, there is his need to trust a person who is so close to him. The disappointment and sadness that Martha has betrayed and trust. And behind that, there is his love for her. In the heat of his anger, John might be quite unaware of his original needs and of his feelings of disappointment and sadness. The essence of nonviolent communication is to be able to feel and express the original feelings that led to that anger. In John's case, the original feelings were love and trust. Then came disappointment and sadness. These can be expressed in nonviolent ways, in ways that elicit understanding and sympathy, whereas anger is often expressed as revenge and name-calling, or in other violent ways that call forth negative reactions. When you feel anger, ask yourself what need was frustrated. Get in touch with the feelings of sadness or disappointment that came up. Those are the real causes of anger. You can feel waves of revenge-seeking thoughts well up inside you. But can you also feel the original sadness or disappointment and the original need that was quite legitimate and understandable? Can you express those needs instead of diagnosing the other person with negative words? This is the key to communicating in a non-violent way. Our needs fuel other emotions as well. Our needs fuel other emotions as well. If you are feeling anxious, for example, asking yourself what needs are behind your anxiety. Is it a need for safety? Is it a need for connection? Do you feel that your love need is being threatened? Or perhaps your need to feel competent? As you get in touch with your needs, you have a better chance of dealing with them rationally. What a beautiful chapter. I love how it's very clearly putting this in words and for people to understand. This forms a connection, and this helping us to connect with ourselves, the feelings within us, and our behaviors, and to understand how our body and mind works. What's the needs do our body have at the moment? Is that need being met? It's a very good question to ask. It's a very good question to ask when there is some uncomfort feeling coming up. How can I help you, my body? How can I help you? This is also what I practice daily, and trying to really pay attention to my body feels, my emotions. I'm much better in the anger. I'm much better at recognizing emotions nowadays than before. In the past, it was straight up angry. I didn't even understand why it just came out, and just very hurting for myself and people around me. And now, this moment, I'm able to, nowadays, when I get angry, I'm able to keep, to understand my body, and before my body gets, frustrated, or so I pay attention to my body more, so I get angry less. And then whenever I notice my voice is raising up, I'm able to recognize that and tell myself I need to calm down. I need to lower my voice, because vibration is really powerful. I want to offer a tender and a warm environment for love to grow. So and also whenever I get angry, sometimes I miss out. I didn't catch it as soon as possible. And I try to learn from that situation instead of blaming myself why I didn't catch that. So I also cultivate patience and forgiveness for myself as well. And that I highly encourage you to cultivate. We together cultivate patience and forgiveness for ourselves and for other people. Because the more we understand our body work, understand the fact we all make mistakes, and we can forgive ourselves and then learn from the mistake and move on as a stronger person, and being able to forgive other people, because we know the struggle. And it's not easy, but we getting better. Yes. Improve every day, love deeper, connect deeper. All right. Thank you for listening. Let me comment below how do you like this chapter, and if there's any input you want to share as well. Yeah, please. Okay. I'll see you next time, and connect to you next time.